Okay, I've got the pole in the tank here. We'll just have to see what happens if they go for it or not. I was kind of expecting something really good here because the albino, he went right, well, here he goes. Speak of the devil. As soon as I put it in the water, he went and checked it out. So this guy definitely remembers what it's like and what it's all about here. And you can see he's enjoying it, and I swear I just stuck it in the tank. It was only in there for not even a second. I wasn't even putting it into the bottom of the tank yet, and he came to greet it. And I had to readjust it a little bit because I didn't have the pole length quite long enough. Like I said, you may have to slide the straw slightly apart. That way when you close the lid on it, as you can see here, it goes all the way up to the top of my tank and a glass lid closed on it. It's a little crooked. I can adjust it up a little, just a hair more, so that it's straight up and down. But that, I don't really care about that as long as it's stable and they don't push it around too much. And then keep it. Look at here. You know, you got a red tail checking it out too. The regular rainbow is going to enjoy some of it. Yep, they love their veggies, guys. If you are not feeding your fish veggies, look at the red tails going at it. You're not feeding your fish some type of vegetable. They're missing out on a variety of food option that they really enjoy. You guys give this a try. I guarantee your fish are going to be happy that you do it. It makes healthier fish, happier fish. And look, my system is working just as planned. I got rainbow on one layer, the other rainbow on another layer, and those two fish you won't see eating next to each other very often. Again, there's the red tail going at it, rainbow going, look at that. Guys, you got to give this a try. This is just, they love this. You guys got any questions, comments? Let me know. If it doesn't work for you, you know, the one thing that you need to do, as always, you know, I keep my fish supplies for my fish supplies. You use a pitcher to make water change. Well, that's dedicated for your fish. I use a hose and do the siphoning gravel thing through the tap water to sink, so I don't have that problem. But the reason I'm bringing this up is, you know, you're not, this straw, this Kabob straw that I'm using, I dedicate this straw simply for these fish. This straw never leaves the drawer of my tank. When I'm done with it, I rinse it. Before I use it, I rinse it. That way, you know, it doesn't go in the dishwasher. It doesn't get hand washed in the sink with soaps. I just rinse it with tap water and let it air dry. You don't want to be introducing things into your tank that shouldn't be in there. That's a dedicated item for this tank. Never had any problems with it. It's plastic. It's very reusable. It's simple. It's cheap. And if I have to say so myself, it's pretty damn ingenious. There's other ways of doing this for your fish. You can go out and spend the money for a clip, a vegetable clip. And I've seen, like I said, guys put a fork in the thing and just let it weight it down at the bottom. But you're putting a fork in there. Unless that fork's never seen soap water for your dishwasher or whatever, you're taking a chance of putting stuff in your tank you don't want in your tank. Here, these two straws never been used except in this fish tank. And as you can see, the proof is in the pudding, boys and girls. A couple lady subscribers out there too. They love this. Now there you see a little dancing going on. That's you know, these fish, they get in conflict with each other, and they get like that sometimes. That's why I did 3 layers. 1, 2, 3. Fish can get it from the top and the bottom. I will likely see a mini crab. I have 2 mini crabs, 1 male and 1 female. I used to have a lot more, but they don't live as long as your fish will live. But I'm debating whether I should put some more in here or not. They do a terrific job of cleaning the gravel of your tank, cleaning your plants from algae, and the crabs are not only effective for helping keep your tank clean, they are just simply amazing creatures to watch. They do all kinds of funny things. They are quite the characters. The way they move their arms and claws around, it's a sight. If you haven't seen them, go to your fish store, check them out, and if you got it right set up in your tank, you'll enjoy having them. You need water, and they need to get the air, so I've got plants hanging in my tank on the walls where they can climb from one plant, climb all the way up to the top, and I'm surprised they're not up there right now. Up! Yes, they are. He's back there in the back. Probably can't see him too good, but there's one sitting back there. I'm not sure where the other one is, but they say you should have them, best to have a sandy beach area that they can get in and burrow in, but mine seem to be doing okay just so that they can access the air, because they're not totally amphibious creatures. They need the air too. They do breathe in the water. They stay in the water long periods of time. Before I put the plants in for them to get to the air, they were able to hang out in the bottom of my tank for like a month and had no problems at all. And I had 7 of them. Now I'm down to 2. They do get a little feisty, and I think they've killed off all but the 2 that are in there. But if you got small fish, your crabs will eat your fish, because I do have a couple absentee fish for just that reason. But as you can see, my fish, and a lot of your fish will too, they enjoy the crabs, or they enjoy the cucumbers. Sorry there, my crabs won't enjoy that. But give the kabob a try. It's cheap, it's inexpensive, and it's very, very effective, and your fish will love it. Even if you've got fish that have never seen cucumber, you put a cucumber in your tank for a couple days, they know it's there as soon as it gets in the water. They know. If you got a good filtration system and it's pumping waves through your tank, they know it's in there, and they will seek it, find it, and enjoy it. And I'm just I'm glad that this triple tier thing's working. It's the first time I've started off with a single one to see if they liked it, went to the double one, they enjoyed it. Now we're glad to see that they like the triple level one. And once again, simple often pays off. Give it a try, guys. Leave your comments. Let me know what you think. Like I said, right here, there's 3 hitting 1 on each level. Proof's in the pudding. I can't wait till the bailiffs get in there. These red tails, like I said, they will literally dig in there. You can see how I just inserted the cucumber on the edge where it's thickest. That way they don't push it around too much. You put it in the middle, they're going to move it, because that's where it's softer in the middle. Even with the seedless ones, they're softer in the middle. But you'll see, they will go to town on this stuff. Give it a try, guys. Your fish are going to like it. They'll be happier, healthier, and better looking fish. It actually pops their colors better too. You can see my fish, they're lit up. With my red tails, they're lit up. So I'm hoping this is going to help my rose lines. Their colors are looking a little better today too. Sometimes they fade in and out because I've got quite an assortment of fish in here. And there's some semi-aggressive fish in here. Nothing too bad. Little pushing and shoving going on. Nobody gets hurt. I've got one video that it looks really, really intense. That's the most intense I've ever seen them. But nobody got hurt. Lasted for just a little bit, and then they were done for the day. And I haven't seen them act like that since. So I've had one incident where things were a little intense with a couple of guys. The rainbow sharks and one red-tailed shark was involved in it. But normally it's just chase and flee and back to their territory. And they're still, like I said, working out territory issues right now because I've got a new centerpiece in the tank. And there you see a little skirmishing going on here near their dinner plate. But that's what happens when you put fish together that are not the greatest matches, but they're still compatible. It's just each fish is different and they'll get along. Mine do. They skirmish a little bit here and there, but pretty much they get along. Right there is a good sight to see the two together eating. No issues. They like their veggies, guys. Do it up. Let me know what you think. Give it a shot in your tank. Like I said, don't leave it in for too long. I don't care if they're going to town on it, eating it until it's very little left. If there's still something left in there after 2 days, get it out of your tank. Do this about once a month. You can do it a little more often, depending on how often you're doing your water changes and all that. If you're weekly on your water changes and everything's okay, you know, you can do it probably weekly. But I give my fish a mix of feeds. I feed them dry fish flakes. I feed them frozen bloodworms, frozen brine shrimp, and cucumbers and zucchini kebabs, which they are very grateful for, as you can see right here. I can't wait to see the belas on this thing. They'll be on it. They're just kind of timid, hiding out in the back of the tank. They don't always like it sometimes when I film. They're camera shy, but they usually meet me at feeding time at the front of the glass. So I'm hoping that they're gonna head on over here and get in on some of this, because boys, the veggie restaurant is open for business. Give it a try, people. Let me know what happens in your tanks. Send me a video post response so I can see what they're doing in your tanks too. I'm telling you, they love this stuff. Stay tuned for future videos too. Go ahead and look at my last videos, or previous videos already posted in my page, my wall, my channel, whatever you want to call it. And I go, there's lots of interesting stuff in there to be seen. So give this one a shot, because this one, you know, I'm glad I put this one together, because my fish love this. Take care, guys.